Auzubillahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's Friday, it's 9 o'clock, and what does that mean? It's I Mean Business. It's a live show on Iqra TV, UK and Europe. And today I'm very, very, very pleased because I've got some of my old friends and favorites here today to help us today on business startups. And they will give you some great ideas, and I've actually learnt a lot from them myself. For example, on Tuesday I was with Professor Humayun Dar at one of his fantastic workshops and courses on Tuesday in central London. And I've got my very good friend from he's not old, but I've known him a long time as well, Ajit Kohli, and of course my friend and co-host sometimes, and I've forgotten his name, Sammy.
How could you forget my name? Come on.
So Ajit, pleasure having you on the show.
Well, pleasure to be with you. Great. And nice to see you as usual and with some good friends.
Absolutely.
So look forward to the show. And
well, you have a wealth of knowledge in business, and we're going to pick your brains and drill deep.
My pleasure.
Right. Assalamu alaikum, Professor.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
We're meeting again and again, and you know, people will start talking.
It's always a pleasure.
And Sammy, how are you? Long time, couple of weeks now.
My body thanking.
My body.
Pleasure.
And listen, Egypt trip, don't forget, it's on, we're going to Egypt.
You're coming with me.
I'm going with you to Egypt, inshallah, inshallah, inshallah. So, today's show, we're going to talk about business startups, and what I'm going to try and do is find out how people can benefit from the knowledge of having a mentor and someone who's been very skilled in business. So Ajit, tell us a little bit about how you got into business.
Oh, that's a long story.
Yes,
obviously, for a business family, my father came to UK in 1953. When I left college, I joined him. So I had not only him, but also my other uncles and brother-in-law, and I learned business from them. They were masters in this, and you know, it's helped me through my life, and I hope that some of the knowledge that I've gained, I can pass on to other people, and they can benefit as well.
Excellent. And yeah, I understand you have trained and mentored many, many people as well in your, what was it, 30 years of business? 40 years of business?
A bit more than that, but...
40 years of business? I don't want to say, I've only got 30 years experience, so...
I think I enjoy teaching people,
yes,
and I enjoy seeing them become successful. You know, and it's benefits not only my business, but it benefits them, and in the long term, when I see them become successful, they, you know, it sort of somehow builds a large network where we're all helping each other. So.
Yes, it's all about networking, branding and marketing that we'll find out.
That's right.
And of course, without finance you can't do anything. So talking about finance and business, Professor Dar, I like calling you Professor Dar. Dr. Dar now, you know, I'm not going to call you Dr. Dar now, I'll call you Professor Dar. So you obviously are in banking, and that is a form of business, and I'm sure you've got other businesses and consultancy firms. You know, tell us a little bit more.
That's right, actually. I think for every business, especially startups,
Yes.
finance is very important. Of course, there are some other skills which are extremely important for setting up and running a business. But many a times, a number of people come to me and they have brilliant ideas, they have desire to do something, but actually they don't have capital, they don't have money. For startups, it's very, very important that they have right amount of capital with them. And this is a skill actually to go out and get that money from somewhere. Of course, people will not give you money for nothing. Okay? For that, you must have a credible idea. That idea is going to convince people. Only then they are going to give you money. Okay? So, important thing is to have an extremely good idea which is going to attract investors and financiers. Once you have got that money, right, then you can play with that a game. Okay, it's all about playing a game, right? More comfortable you feel with that game, more successful you will be. But for startups, I should say, the different types of startups. Sometimes experienced businesses, they want to do a new business. Okay. For them, probably it is easier as compared to a young guy. He hasn't done anything in his life as yet, but the guy says, I don't want to do a job. I want to do a business for myself. For that person, it would be definitely more difficult as compared to a successful business person going for another venture. Okay. For this kind of, for these young men and women, important thing is to learn the skills which are required to run a successful business. And before even having those skills to run a business, for these people it's important to have this desire, not only desire, but this vision to do a business. And of course, once you have this desire, vision, expertise and skills and money, these are the ingredients for setting up a new business and of course running it in due time.
Excellent. And talking about seasoned, experienced business people and young, Sammy.
I'm not so young anymore.
You're an experienced business person.
Right.
And I understand, a little birdie tells me, a tweet, that you're starting a new business.
That's right.
And what are you doing this weekend?
It's not so much a new business as such. I mean, my company, UMI PLC, we're more of a marketing consultancy company as well as IT, and we do web development and stuff like that. Now, one of the products that really did excite me is a guest here.
Our guest,
Ajit.
yes.
One of his amazing products is the 7 Telecom,
Yes.
which we had Waqas as well. He was talking about the product.
Yes.
It's really exciting. I've taken it around to a few shops. They're excited about stocking it. They're coming on as dealers, so that was great. And then we have an exhibition tomorrow, 2-day exhibition at Regent's Park Mosque.
Oh,
Part of the revenue that we're going to generate is going to be contributed to charity.
Oh, mashallah, that's
to the mosque
very
as well.
good.
So I thought this was a good cause for that. And obviously it's going to be populated with a lot of Muslims. They're thinking about Hajj and Umrah, and this product, honestly, is mind-blowing. It's amazing.
And
you've tried it yourself.
I tried it in Abu Dhabi
Yeah.
and the UAE, and we are now advertising this. We are the first channel in the UK and world advertising this.
That's right.
We have launched it on Iqra TV,
Yeah.
and then other people will follow suit once we give them permission. Isn't that right, Ajit? We're going to keep it to ourselves for the moment before we launch it worldwide.
Yes.
To everyone. So tell me a bit about why you got this product and why. I know you do a lot of traveling. So tell us the story about getting this roam-free telephone.
I think business is about trying to identify a need. It's well and easy to get a product and try and sell it, but if you can identify a right need and fulfill that need, that's another ingredient for success. And when I travel, I always find a common problem, and that is the roaming charges. People either get local SIMs, they've got a wallet full with 30 different SIMs in it. They complain about the roaming charges they've had. I was with one large corporation, and I spoke to the financial director, and he told me that their company spent $400,000 a year on roaming charges alone.
400,000.
Right. So you can imagine the scale of this problem. So we set about trying to find a solution to that, and we've been working on it for some time now. So we came up with this roaming-free SIM and a phone. Basically, what we've done is we've negotiated with networks throughout the world in 250 countries, 250 networks in 150 countries, and we've got extremely low rates, and in some cases roaming-free in 50 countries. So now business people, ordinary everyday travelers, can actually save money on traveling abroad, and particularly be in touch with their family, because many times what people used to do is when they go abroad, is switch off their phone.
That's right.
So you can't get in touch with them. Yeah. So it's hopefully it's going to benefit a lot of people, and it's going to benefit a lot of business people as well, because I want to spread this, and I want a lot of people to get involved with us.